I just saw us just trying to make it through the game. I mean, we were out there just grinding. I mean, because sometimes when you playing a game and it's raining and things just look like it's not going bad, we got to bring our own intensity.
How important is that when, there are going to be games when things aren't going your way or the elements are kind of like that, to be able to mentally make it through?
Oh, it's very important. It just comes in our team chemistry. Like when we see things like that happening, or we see that it's going to be a sad day, like we gotta bring that energy to the field. We gotta bring light to everyone.
Is there any extra excitement now that you're back into ACC play? And for the most part, it's ACC play for the next couple of months.
Yeah, I mean, we've been looking forward to playing in the conference play. And, I mean, our players, I mean, we just want to play football, really. Like, it don't matter who we play in the ACC, the MEAC, or the MAC. I mean, we just want to play football.
What have you seen from BC so far on tape? It's a brand new system that they brought in, brand new head coach, brand new defense.
I mean, they all over the place personally, and they have a good defense. They have huge guys. They got like a 6'9" defensive end. I mean, they're very talented, and like they in conference play, and we want to win our conference, and we want to win the ACC. So they're just another team that's standing between that.
On Monday, Coach Fisher talked about how he likes to blitz you a lot in practice to prepare for you the game. How much do you face the blitz in practice?
A lot. And one thing that I enjoy facing the blitz in practice is because, I mean, when things start going fast and the bullets start flying, that's when you got to step your game up and do your best.
I know they're not allowed to touch you because of the green jersey. How realistic does he make that blitz during practice?
If I think I'm sacked, I will stop. I mean, I'll stop. Sometimes he get mad at me and tell me keep going, but I'll stop, and I always try to react to the people that's about to sack me, or try to speed up my hands or try to get the ball away. So I'm trying to make it as realistic as possible.
I mean, from game 1 to game 3, you faced a lot of different experience. I mean, you probably ask this every week, but how much do you think you've grown in just playing 3 games out there?
Well, I think I've matured, and I think I'm gonna mature as the season go on. But like I always say, I mean, just having a great team around me and having veterans around me, I mean, it helps my development.
Like you said, this Boston College defense gives you a lot of different looks. How much do you actually embrace a defense that's multiple and is going to blitz you and kind of challenge you?
Well, we go into a game plan with a different game plan every time, and I know we're going to have some great plays and some great situations that be able to expose the blitz or expose their defense in some type of way.
I know Coach Fisher's playbook is really big. Are you looking forward to getting more into it as you guys get into ACC play and face a lot of different defenses?
Of course, I mean, because we ready to play. Like, it don't matter what Coach Fisher gives us, we're gonna prepare ourselves and we're gonna be ready.
So far, it seems like what you do know of the playbook, the plays you guys have ran, that you either have made the right decisions or understood the mistakes that you've made. How far would you say you are into actually his playbook?
I really don't look at how far I'm actually. I just look at how much I got to learn, and I know I got a long way before I can grasp the whole concept. And I'm there, but grasping the basic concept. But I know I got a long way to go.
A lot of people have talked about the mature approach you've taken after games, being able to say, I made a bad decision, I know I'm going to get yelled at, and specifically you pointed to the touchdown you threw to Kelvin Benjamin where you said you made a decision after a broken play. I mean, what was it like in the film room when you guys talked about that play, or that play came up on the screen?
I mean, we really didn't even talk about the play. I mean, he told me I knew better, and we actually talked about how I got to cite my people. So, I mean, we moved past it because we're not going to dwell on mistakes, but he know that I made the wrong decision during the game, so he told me then, and we got to fix then.
Maybe after the Pitt game or in the spring or some other point, is that a discussion? Is that something where we're going to stop and we're going to watch this and we're going to stop and we're going to watch this again until you understand we can't do that?
Oh, yeah. During the process of before the season, I mean, we did that all the time because we always pounded on making the right decision, throwing to the open guy. So before the season, that was big with Coach Fisher and Coach Sanders.
I guess, what do you feel like it says about your relationship with Coach Fisher that you guys have only gone through 3 games together, but you feel like you're at that point where you guys maybe can give each other a look and, okay, it's understood, don't do that again?
Oh, well, it's just trust. I mean, I trust him with everything I got, and he trusts me. So, I mean, as long as we keep that going, we're going to keep things rolling.
And obviously, one of the benefits of playing a team with multiple looks is you have at practice the opportunity to face a team with multiple looks. I hear that they talk a lot of trash. I hear that you guys talk a lot of trash. How would you assess the trash talkers?
Well, we know that we're not going to face a better defense, and they're not going to face a better offense. So we got to keep some type of energy between ourselves, and we know that we got to come with it every day, because we're not just playing the other team. Like we always say, like, what's the only defense that y'all think that we think can stop us? Like Florida State defense, but we're not going to let y'all stop us today.
I think Telvin Smith has obviously gotten the rap as far as the biggest trash talker on the defense. It seems like the offense, the running backs feel like they talk a lot of trash. Rashad Green's been called the biggest trash talker. You've been called a guy that talks a lot of trash. Who would you say talks the most trash on the offense?
I mean, I think Telvin talks a lot of trash, but we got LaMarcus Joyner, who's supposedly a quiet guy, but he would talk trash to you until the cows come home. I mean, everyone out there, we're having fun. That's a way that we have fun. That's a way that we compete, because everyone out there is competitive, and everyone out there wants to win.
And just last thing from me, I mean, as you talk about the clutter at practice that you try to create to make games easier for you, is that what that is, and how much does that help you knowing that I can put up with this at practice, respond to this, a guy talking trash, instead of just kind of whatever, but actually come out and play and compete because of you want to shut them up?
Yeah, of course it's Clutter, because other teams are going to talk trash, and when other teams talk trash, we like, okay, we hear this every day. Like, y'all, who are y'all scaring? Like, you can't get up under our skin, because we hear the worst.
You mentioned in the other room that you like teams that blitz more. Can you talk a little more about that?
Well, that's how our offense. I mean, our offense is built to expose the blitz. And I mean, when people try to put us in situations, we have so many great athletes and so many players in the veteran line. So if people are going to try to blitz us, we have to take advantage of it.
You mentioned about Jimbo sometimes saying, hey, not be as aggressive, or sometimes you're too aggressive. You were talking about it in the other room about the conversation maybe settling down and stuff like that. Can you talk a little more about that?
Well, Jimbo always going to talk about me settling it down and about me being too aggressive, but there's something that is between me and him where I got to know, like, hey, I'm doing too much of this. Hey, I'm too anxious. Hey, I'm being too fast in a huddle. Like, hey, don't pull the ball down and run. Hey, hit the little guy and let him score.
Going to Boston, you said you've never been, but you're embracing the road trip. Why did you say that you like road trips more?
I just like traveling, honestly, and I like going to places that I've never been before. And Pitt was a great experience, and I know Boston's going to be a great experience too.
When you're out there, what's more intense? Maybe coming into a baseball game trying to leave, or taking that first snap, especially in a hostile territory like it was at Pitt?
It just depends on the season. During baseball season, obviously relieving is more intense, but during football season, definitely taking that snap versus Pitt or versus anybody. I mean, it's just the season.
I'm sorry. They obviously started fall baseball the other day. I mean, how much do you still talk to those guys? Do you still talk to Coach Martin? I mean, how in touch are you with those?
Yeah, my best friend is Jose Brizuela. I mean, we talk all the time. Like, we text all the time. I really don't ask him how he's doing, because he thinks he can come over here and be one of my wide receivers. And I mean, I still contact them. And I seen Gonzo the other day. I mean, I seen Kenny Burkhead and DJ. So all of us are friends. So they let me know what's going on, and they tell me good job and things like that. And I'm like, I'll be over there.
Yeah. Do you have any plans as far as, when you guys aren't practicing, not maybe to be able to go out and actually practice with them, but to at least be over there around them and see what they're doing and see how they're doing?
Oh, yeah. When I have off time, of course, I'm going to go over there quick, fast, in a hurry.
So which guy in the baseball team would be the best football player and vice versa?
I don't know, because DJ is very talented, and because he's fast and he's big, but Jose has some really nice hands. I mean, he has some good hands, but I can't tell you.